Hey guys, Yankee back on down under here. Coming at you again with another Marvel Champions play game playthrough. Today we're gonna have the mighty Thor, one of my favorite heroes, going up against Ultron and the Masters of Evil. So we'll start off with Thor's alter ego, Odinson. He has full recovery. He has an Asgard trait, and he has an action called Worthy. So you get to search your deck and discard power for Mjolnir, which is his hammer, and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. You get to do that once per round. And he comes in with 14 hit points and a hand size of 5. I'll be using the Justice aspect today. No aggression for a change, and I will go ahead and I will post a link to the deck list in the description below. Once again, thank you for all the new subscribers that are joining. I'm glad to see I have new people watching the channel. I hope you're enjoying the content. I enjoy making the content, and I enjoy playing this game. As for Ultron, we'll be doing Ultron 1 and Ultron 2 as standard as usual, and along with the standard encounter sets, and one modular encounter set. Recommended is under attack, but like I said, we're going to use the Masters of Evil instead. The setup is going to be put the Ultron drones environment into play and shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. Now this is a 3-tiered scheme, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and find that environment. There we go. Ultron drones environment. Each face-down drone minion engaged with a player has a base scheme of 1, a base attack of 1, and a base hit point of 1. And has a force response after a face-down drone minion is defeated. Place that card in its owner discard pile. So the whole shtick with Ultron is that he's taking cards from your deck and using them against you as drone minions. Ultron 1 is going to have a scheme of 1, an attack of 2, and a force response, which is after Ultron attacks you, you're either going to choose to place 1 threat on the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Let's go ahead and advance to stage 1B. Okay, so it has a threshold of 3, so this will go by pretty quick. Comes in with a 0 threat, and at the beginning of the villain phase, it's going to advance by 1 per player. Ultron is using the components Claw delivered in order to build an army of Ultron drones, and then when this is revealed, each player is going to put the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So there we go. Setup's complete. We'll go ahead and draw our hand size up to 5. Now, Ultron also has starting with 17 hit points. So our first hand, we're going to get Quake, the Power of All of Us, the Genius, Hammer Throw, and Heimdall. Let's go ahead and get rid of Quake. Then we'll draw a God of Thunder, and then we'll try to trigger Worthy to go ahead and get our hammer. There we go. Sorry, that's hammer throw. Not the hammer, that's hammer throw. That happens from time to time. Sometimes it looks similar. It's the lightning, I think, that gets it. There we go. So let's go ahead and spend 1 for Mjolnir. And then let's do 2 Power all of us as a wild resource. It'll give us double resources when played for a basic grade, for a basic card, which is a great card. So that's 2, that's 4. Hammer throw will make 5, so we'll put Heimdall. And then play Heimdall's a 5 cost ally. He has 2 thwart, 3 attack. If he thwarts, he'll take a damage. If he attacks, he'll take 2 damage. He has 4 hit points. He has the Asgard trait, and he has a response after Heimdall enters play. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and discard one of them and put the others back in any order. So we'll get Tiger Shark. That's not good. Rage of Ultron. So when Alter Ego mode, Ultron's going to scheme, and then we discard a top card for each threat places away. And when he's revealed, he's going to attack. He's going to discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. And Assault. So pretty much, so the Alter Ego is going to get surged, and it's revealed the heroes are going to attack. So pretty much we got 2 attacks, and we got Tiger Shark. What to do? What to do? What to do? Let's get rid of Rage of Ultron. Well, let's see, he has 2, that has 0, and he has a star. So let's get rid of Rage. We'll put Tiger Shark there, and then we'll put Assault there on top. And then we'll go ahead and flip over to Thor. Mjolnir is a 1 cost upgrade. It's restricted, so you get 2 restricted cards per player. And it gives him +1 attack, and it gives him the aerial trait. So Thor, he's going to come in with 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. He's an Asgard Avenger, and he has a response to have Eddie. After you engage a minion, draw 2 cards. You limit that once per phase, so once per hero phase and once per villain phase. He has a hand size of 4, and his hit points are 14. So we'll go ahead and hit the minion to get rid of that. And then we're not going to do anything else. So we'll go ahead and end our turn and draw our hand size to 4, giving us Helicarrier, Defender of the 9 Realms, Power and Justice, and a Hammer Throw. So beginning the villain phase, this scheme will advance by 1. Ultron will attack for 2. We are not going to defend. So he'll do 2 plus 0, giving us down to 12. After he attacks, we're either going to choose to place a threat in the main scheme or put the top card of our deck and play face down and engage with this drone minion. We'll go ahead and take the drone minion, which will trigger have at these, so we get the engage a minion, so we draw 2 cards, giving us a Beat Cop and Lightning Strike. The drone minion will attack for 1, so we'll take 11, and then we'll flip the encounter card over, giving us Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark is 1 scheme, 3 attack minion. He has a force response after he attacks. You give him a tough status card, and he has a hit point of 6. So we can't use that have at the game because we already used it against that drone minion. So we'll go ahead and start our turn up. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 for a hammer throw with 3 cost event. Now it's a hero of action, it's an attack, so we exhaust Mjolnir. We deal 8 damage to an enemy and then return Mjolnir to our hand. This attack gains overkill, so any excess damage will spill over to the villain. So we'll go ahead and exhaust Mjolnir. We'll deal 8 damage to Tiger Shark. He has a hit point of 6. 2 spills over to Ultron, takes him down to 15. We'll go ahead and Mjolnir comes back in our hand. We'll go ahead and play Beat Cop to put Mjolnir back in play. And then we'll go ahead and attack the drone minion for 2. Yep, and then we'll end our turn there. And then we'll draw 3 more cards, giving us Defender 9 Rounds, a Queen Carrier, and 4 Justice. So this will advance by 1. Ultron will attack for 2. We're not going to defend. 0, so 2. We're down to 9. We'll take the Drill Minion, giving us 2 more cards. A God of Thunder and Lightning Strike. Then we'll take our encounter card, Gang Up, so the villains in each may engage with you. Actually, no, we skip that because with that he comes into play, so that's down to 8. Then we draw the encounter card. So this card gains Surge when he's alter ego. When he's revealed as a hero, the villain in each minion engaged with you attacks you. So Ultron's going to attack again. I think we'll defend this time. So he'll do 2 plus 2 is 4. We have a defense of 2. So he does 2 damage, knocking us down to 6. The Drill Minion would do 1, down to 5. Alright, so it's our turn. So we'll go ahead and thwart with Heimdall for 2 to take that down to 0. Giving him a consequential damage. And then let's spend 1 for Lightning Strike. It's a 1-cost event, so we get to spend X amount of energy resources. We deal X amount of damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with you. This attack ignores tough stats cards if you have the hero trait, which we do. So we'll go ahead and spend 2. The Thor Justice has an energy, and Power Justice is a wild, so it doesn't say printed, so that will count. So that's 2 damage, so the minion will go 2 damage to Ultron, knocking him down to 13. Now, here's the kicker. Do I want to flip over or not? Yeah, let's go ahead and flip over. He'll probably scheme out, and then ready in our turn, ready everything back up. Giving us his helmet, interrogation room, and a Sith, which is good. So the villain will advance with scheme by 1. He'll scheme for 1 because we're an alter ego, plus a boost ability, which is choose either spend or energy resource to put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a Drill Minion. Tough choice. We're going because they'll scheme for 1. Because he's going to scheme for 1, and then you went now because he's not going to put a minion in the play because he's not attacking, he's scheming. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll take the Drill Minion. So he schemes for 1. Actually, no, we're not going to take the Drill Minion because then he'll scheme out. So we'll spend an energy resource. We'll spend interrogation room. So he schemes for 1. Doesn't attack, so we don't put a Drill Minion into play, so we'll take the encounter card, which is advanced, so he's going to scheme out anyway. So he schemes for 1, 0. We got the other advance out of the way, so he's going to scheme for 1, which advances this to stage 2A, which is the assault on Moray. So as you pursue Ultron, you receive a distress call from the North American Aerospace Defense Command in Colorado. They are besieged by an army of Ultron drones. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down. Engage with them as a Drill Minion, and then advance to stage 2B. So we advance to stage 2B. It has a threshold of 10 per player. So if Ultron Gains control of NORAD, he will have access to the United States Ballistic Missile Command. Comes in with 0 threat. Advances by 1 per player at the beginning of the villain phase. It has a force response after placing threat here during the step 1 of the villain phase. Each player is either going to choose to play 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play face down and engage with them as a draw minion. Alright. It's our turn here. Let's spend 2. Thor's helmet, giving us 5 hit points, bringing us up to 10. Let's go ahead and recover for 4. And then we're in our turn now. Drop up to 5, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Defending that Morel's hammer throwing Daredevil. So scheme advances by 1. So we're either going to choose to put 2 threat there, or put the top card on the deck into play face down as a draw minion. Let's take the 2 threat and the 3. Ultron's going to scheme for 1 plus 2, so he schemes for 3, bringing that to 6. The draw minion was schemed for 1, bringing it to 7. And then we get the counter card Whirlwind. It's 1 scheme, 2 attack minion, 6 hit points. He has a force interrupt when Whirlwind attacks. When he attacks you, you're also going to revolve his attack against each other hero. So it's back to our turn. Heimdall's going Thor for 2. Bringing this 7 minus 2 is 5. We'll flip over to Thor. We'll spend 3. For hammer throw. So the exhaust being on there, deal 8 damage to enemies. We'll deal 8 damage to Whirlwind. An extra 2 goes to Ultron. Knocks him down to 11. Then it comes back in our hand. Go ahead and take the minion out. Already up. Scheme base at 6. Ultron will attack. We're not going to defend. He takes another damage to be 40. So he'll attack for 2. 0. Down to 12. We'll take the Joe minion. And then just draw 2 cards, giving us Jessica Jones. And Stealth Strike. Minion will attack for 1 down to 11. Counter card. Program Transmitter. It's an attachment. Gives Ultron +1 scheme. And has a force response that after Ultron schemes, you're going to place a threat on each side scheme. It has a hero action because also hero has spent 2 mental resources to discard this card. Alright. So let's go ahead and Heimdall will Thor for 2. Bring that down to 4. He's taking the damage. Spin 1 to get me on her back. Let's go ahead and hit the minion. And a turn. Drawing Heroic Intuition and a Strength. So scheme advanced by 1, going into 5. Ultron's going to attack for 2. Heimdall's going to block. He only has 1 hit point left. He'll do 2, and there's a boost ability. So you're going to either choose to spend a mineral resource to put the top 2 or the top card of your deck into play face down and gives with you as a draw minion. We'll spend the metal. So we'll give her a Stealth Strike. Then Heimdall's out of here. Try and counter card. Side scheme. Ultron's Imperative. Ultron directs his drone army through a hive circuitry. When revealed, the first player puts the top 2 cards. Actually, no. This comes in. This comes as a drone minion. So we draw 2 cards. So clear the area and endurance. Down this comes into play. So the first player puts top 2 cards of the deck into play face down, engage with them as a draw minion. This is going to come in with 2 threat. And then if it's still sitting around next round, we'll get an additional counter card. So we got 3 minions in play with us. Alright. So let's go ahead. Spend 2 for clear the area. It's still clear area is a low-cost event. It's a support action. So remove 2 threat from the scheme. If this removes the last threat on that scheme, draw a card. So we'll get rid of Ultron Imperative. And then we get the draw card. Giving us another clear the area. And then we decked ourselves, so we'll take an encounter card. We'll shuffle up. Lightning Strike will be good right about now. We'll spend 1 for endurance, giving us plus 3 hit points. That goes back up to 14. Let's go ahead and attack for 3. Let's get rid of a minion. And now in our turn. And then we'll draw back up to 4, giving us Stealth Strike and power on all of us. So we'll go ahead and advance the scheme to 6. Ultron's going to attack for 2, where he won't defend. So 4 down to 10. So if the attacks, we'll take the Joe minion to draw 2 cards. There's Jessica Jones and the Coin Carrier. This minion attack for 1 down to 9. That minion attack for 1 down to 8. That minion attack for 1 down to 7. We're drawing a counter card. So our first counter card from the deck itself is going to be Masters of Mayhem. So when revealed, each Masters of Evil Minion attacks the hero when it's engaged with. No attacks are made this way, which they're not. We're going to search the encounter deck and discard power for a Masters of Evil minion and put it into play engaged with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. So we'll go ahead and bring Whirlwind back. Second encounter card is going to be upgraded drones. So we're going to attach to the Ultron drone environment. Each face down drone minion is going to get +1 attack and +1 hit points, and we get to spend an energy, a mental, and a physical to get rid of it. Oh boy. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're also low on health, and that scheme is building up. Just tough. Show you that. What to do, what to do, what to do. Let's go ahead and hit a drill menu for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring Lady Sif into play. She's a first class ally with 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points, and then after Lady Sif brings play, you can raise Thor or Odinson. So we'll raise Thor back up. She'll go ahead and thwart for 2. Let's knock that down to 4. She'll take a damage because she thwarted. Let's go ahead and knock out that drill minion there. And then we can't do anything else, so let's go ahead and end our turn, bring our cards back up. Giving us Asgard, God of Thunder, and a Lightning Strike. So that's going to advance to 5. We'll try and attack for 2. We're going to have to defend on this one because our hit points are low, so he'll do 2. Plus another 2, which is 4. We have a defense of 2, so he does 2 points. We're down to 5. We'll take the drill meaning to draw 2 cards, giving us a God of Thunder and a Hammer Throw. That one will attack for 1. That one will attack for 1. Whirlwind's going to attack for 2, which puts us down to 1. But his interrupt won't trigger because this is solo. Then we'll take an encounter card. Vulture comes into play. Now he's a 1 skiing 3 attack minion, and he's got 5 hit points, and then he has the engaged player must defend Milter's attacks with an ally they control if they're able to. So let's do this. Let's spend 1. I don't want to get rid of Asgard, but I need to do some clearing here. So we'll do 1 to play Lightning Strike. To spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to deal 4 to Ultron, knock him down to 7. To get rid of that drill minion, 4 to Whirlwind puts him down 2 remaining. For the melter. And then the 1 remaining. Let's go ahead and pour for 2. Let's bring that down. Should take the damage. We're going to go ahead and flip over to Odinson. End our turn and draw 5 cards. It's energy, Daredevil, downtime, B-Cop, and strength. So that's going to advance to 1. Do 2 for drill. Put 1 down there for a drill minion, and then he'll scheme for 1, scheme for 2, and there's the boost. So either spend a mental physical resource or put the top card. And spend the physical. Schemes for 2. So that's 3. So that's 2. Puts it to 6. Roll 1 scheme for 1. Melter will scheme for 1. So we're up to 8 threat. Then we'll take an Arcana card. So when revealed, discard an upgrade support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains surge. So let's go ahead and discard Mjolnir. Since we're an alter ego anyway, we can just get them back. All turns ended. So we'll go ahead and trigger worthy to bring Mjolnir back into play. We'll spend 1 for downtime, giving us +2 recovery. And we'll spend strength to get Mjolnir into play. We'll go ahead and recover for 4, and then S2's recover for 4 to 7. This isn't looking good for the old God of Thunder here. Let's go ahead and flip over. Can't do anything else. We'll go ahead and draw Defender of the 9 Realms, another Defender of the 9 Realms, and team building exercise. So that's going to go to 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll take the draw minion. Trigger have at 8 to draw 2 cards. Ultron will attack. Lasip will block for 4. Get Lasip out of here. Let's do the threat. Instead of the drone minions, do the threat. So it's up to 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, let's not do the threat because that'll advance it. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll take the drone minion. And we're going to block. So he's going to do 2. Nothing. He'll do 2 down to 5. He'll do 2 down to 3. And then whirlwind to 2, and then 1, and that's the game. Told you, man. Ultron's rough. He is rough. But anyway, hopefully we'll be able to defeat him next time. So stay tuned. And once again, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys later on.